Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to Autonauts versus Piratebots. Today, we're going to work on our little WUV factory here because we need to generate WUV a bit better because we're using WUV right now to make repair kits, and we need to spice this up, literally. Your berries, we need to spice them. So, we're going to start our spiced berry production now that we got that unlocked after getting the basic cook station. So if we come up here, you can see I've got my recipe set for spiced berries, 4 berries and some weeds. So let's grab 2 bots. We're gonna have 1 bot do berries, 1 bot do weeds. I'm gonna have this just highly optimized and highly simple. So this is gonna be spiced berries, weeds. So what you are gonna do, sir, you are gonna run over here. And you are gonna do this until your hands are full. You may skip out if you must. And I'm actually just gonna surround this. I don't know how much better that'll work or not, but I'm curious to find out. So, and I'm gonna grab that. And then I'm gonna go over here and throw it down. Okay. So, and then I'm just gonna do this. Bam, that way no loops get caught. Do this until your hands are empty. What's this? It only requires 1, right? So I'm gonna do this. Bam, change this to this, change that to that. So that way he'll go in between the 2. And actually what I wanna do is, let me move this out. Let's do this. Do this until your hands are empty. And then I actually want you to do this until your hands are truly empty. So repeat all this until your hands are empty. And just skip between the 2 of them. Bam. And then you're going to do this. I'm going to have you be the one that is the voice of reason here. So I want you to do this until this box is full because that's where we're going to store them. You may skip out of that. Go ahead now, sir. So he's going to run around and do that. Now we're going to grab 1 more bot. So we got spice berries. Berries. So we're going to hit that record button and we're going to do the same thing. So each of these actually require 4, but it doesn't matter to me. So what I'm going to do is, so do this. So take it and stow it 4 times. Actually, just do that until your hands are full. Yep, do that until your hands are full. And then you're going to run over here. Throw it here. Copy that. Copy that. You'll do this until your hands are empty. Until your hands are empty. Skip. Change this to this pot. Change this to that pot. Repeat forever until hands are empty. Truly. And then repeat forever. So I'm not going to tell you to go, though. I'm going to just fix this one. Oh, there's a little bit of berries here. I'm going to just fix this one so that way it actually sends it. So we can create a quick store bot. Perfect. Now you can go. So with that, grab a bot here. Spiced berries. Storage. So record, all you are going to do is you are going to look for spiced berries in this enormous area here. That way if there's a mess somewhere, he'll clean it up. Do that until your hands are full, until you can't do it any longer, and then go and throw them in here until your hands are empty, or you may skip out so you can fill up your hands and go forever. Now, let's grab the WUV Guru. So first of all, let's grab our new spiced berries and we'll put them in our cooking blue or our cooking team. And I believe in here we also have the Wov Guru. Perfect. So I'm going to just do this. I'm going to tell you to drop everything. I'm going to record. I'm going to change your storage to this bin now. And do that. So now he's going to give spiced berries to the Wov Hotel, which will be 5 at a time. Honestly, I might get 2 bots because with the Weedsberry, it moves so fast, I'm effectively only making it at 1 station. So let's copy him. I want to have this optimized because we're going to need a lot of these later anyways. So let's grab you and copy this. Spiced berries, and have fun. Throw him way up here. We got way too many bombs because I fucked that up earlier. And perfect. And you can see here, I've got some palisades being built so we can see. So these have 1,000 health compared to the 500, so they're twice as strong. They do require 4 logs, so they're going to take quite a bit to build, but that's why I've just got them going now. I'm not in a rush. I'll probably duplicate or even quadruple the bots required to move logs here. So with that in mind, let's grab him, copy him down, and let's just grab a few of those. So we're gonna do BP logs, copy that up, and then I'm gonna do BP logs and BP logs. Grab these for a temporary team, turn all of these into BP logs, link those, and then throw these schmucks into the blueprints team, minimize everything down, and I forgot to tell them all to go. There we go. Because so each of these takes 4 pegs and 4 logs, so it's quite large, right? So, and I'm not too worried about the pegs at the moment. I might need to change it up, and actually what I do want to do is start fixing a couple of these so they BP peggers here. Stop, record, stow, retrieve, have fun. There we go. So now he'll bring 8 at a time. Actually, and I think we found out that we can do that with logs, can't we, actually? BP logs, stop, record, yep. Stow, retrieve, play it out. Oh, no, maybe not. For some reason, I thought we saw something where, like, they picked up multiple logs at a time. Guess not. Oh, you know what, though? BP... Stop play. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we've increased our production for spiced berries. We've increased our production for our log blueprints. Is my other spiced berry working? Yeah, I think I just saw him walk by. Yeah, okay, they're both working quite hard, and our weed guy just came back. Excellent. So now these guys are cramming through, and we're obviously just generating lots of WUV at the moment, so I'm not too worried about it because what's costing us WUV is this right here. So we're making crude repair structure kits, which require 75 WUV, which at 5 at a time, how many is that? How many spice berries? Math people, come on. Come on. It's 15. So it requires quite a bit. So, but what I do want to do is, you see here, we've got the good structure repair kit. They're going to cost 150 WUV. So we're going to need to set up a crude chisel and mallet crafter. And then we can make good repair structure kits, which will actually be really nice because these things have quite a bit of health. And I do got to remember how to fix that, or set that up. Not how to fix it, but got to remember to set it up. So what I want to do, let me get rid of some of this stuff here that's just taking up space and blocking my eyesight. Beautiful. Let's go over to our buildings. Let's go to our food, and let's throw down a kitchen table or 2. Like this. Oh, we need walls now. Hold on. So walls, what do I have for walls? I don't really have anything for walls except for some stone. So let's just throw this down. I don't know if I have a stone bot. Let me do that. I'll delete a path through the center here. Do we have BP stones? Stoner. Yeah, we do. Stow, retrieve, go. We're not going to probably need a lot of these, so I'm not too worried about them. Ah, look, only 30 health, so that's actually really good to know. I was curious to see how much these had, and I just never cared enough to remember to actually build to find out, so. So I've been building a lot of stuff. So we built a bunch of storages. Now we're going to build palisades, and you can see here that our logs are slowly depleting, but we're literally using a crap ton of these things. But you can see that the tree farm is keeping up quite well. So that means we're still moving at an adequate pace here. We can see we're not running out of poles or planks either. I did add a third plank master here because we were only using one pegger. So I turned the other one into planks and turned it around so it faced this way. So that way we were making planks a little faster. And I added a pickup for both poles and planks so that it was more effective. So with that, all right, let's take this. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I wanted to do this. Now, you know what? I'm just going to do this. So let's grab our kitchen set. I'm going to go this. I'm going to come pick this stick up because it's in my way. Thank you. And let's build our walls. I'm going to need a door too, actually. I don't have door frames unlocked, so let's just get this real quick. Look at our stones. All right, that guy's gonna build that for me. So let's grab stone walls. Let's encase this. Oh, I'm missing some. Boop. Grab a little bit more. There we go. And grab that door. And throw the door here. There we go. Still a little buggy with that, I see. And then I'm just going to throw some sand track down. And now we've got ourselves a basic kitchen setup. And in here, it looks like we can make crude dough. So we're going to need to learn how to make crude flour. So I'm going to toss these down, and then I'm even just going to throw a quick little storage right there. So it's all just being encased. So what I can do is set up our bot for watery porridge, just because it's not going to hurt to have him ready anyways. So this is what kind of dough? It's just crude dough. So let's do crude dough. Watery porridge, right? Watery porridge. So we're going to record you, sir. You can see that we can't keep up with the spiced berries either. I might have to increase the berry people. So I want you to do this until your hands are full. Do that until your hands are full, and then I want you to come over here. Plop it in there. Move this down here. Do this until your hands are empty. Copy that until your hands are empty, but change it to this. And repeat until hands are truly empty. And then I want you to repeat this until that is full, because that is where we're gonna do storage of all this. So go ahead. So, and you might be wondering like why some of these I have set to do until something is full, but like when I do the berries here, I just told them to do it forever. That's because with the berry runner here, for instance, well, let's use the crude dough because we're building this now. So watery porridge will never be added to a table if this is full, right? So with that in mind, if this is full, no watery porridge will be added. But when I set up my crude flour, I'll have the crude flour set to be going forever. So these baskets will always be full of crude flour. Then as soon as this drops below full, our crude porridge boy, who's just running back and forth, will then immediately drop the watery porridge in and then keep continuing to do so until it gets full one more time. That way, one or multiple of, let's just say, so that means every single ingredient except for one in this setup will always be in the storage or in the machine or a crafting station when this is full. As soon as it goes empty, it just needs to add that one missing resource and we start producing again, then the whole system restarts until it gets full. So it's just a nice way to keep things moving fast and keep things full. So we're getting low on logs here, but that's fine. I'm gonna just keep throwing down. Looks like we're gonna be using walls here for a bit now, so let's get a few of these going. So let's do like this. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Then let's grab some basic walls going like this as well. Okay. I'm gonna delete this one so that they can just flow through here a bit. So now those will keep getting added in, so that's looking good. So we gotta work on crude flour. So first thing I want to do, I'm gonna want this space. Let's grab our monkey. Throw this in our cook's assistant. Minimize all these. Let's go to my monkeys here. I need my monkey here. Move to that, and then I want you to come here. Give me your shovel. Actually, he's recording. Give me your shovel. Shovel? Do you not have a shovel? He doesn't have a shovel. Very well. I guess I'll go grab my own shovel. So I don't want him to remove turf. I want him to remove the stumps. So I want you to record, and I want you to remove stumps. I need to shrink this down so he doesn't go, so he doesn't go too far out of the way. There we go. That'll get them all. So I want you to clear the stumps here. If your hands are empty, go grab a shovel. Perfect. Your hands are not empty. Get to it. So he'll start removing my stumps. Oh, and actually, let me grab him. Let me get out of the hole here. Let me stop you. Give me that shovel back, sir. Ah. And let me hit record again. What I also want you to do is to find the nearest hole and plug them up. Stop that. Give that back to you. All right, go ahead. So this way he'll clog the holes now too. So he'll get rid of the holes and he'll get rid of the stumps. So that's perfect. So he's going to clean this area up for me. Because what I want to do next is, why don't we make flour? So we've got some rotary kerns here. Now I've got them all, we made them, so it just required stone, square frames, poles, and fixing pegs. Just threw them down as usual, and then we were able to just start mass producing a few things. That's why I always set up these bots, to make sure I can automate my BP production. It's just simple, it's fast, it's easy, and you never have to think about it again once you have a lot of these things set up. So I do want to put this here, but maybe because I've got my bots here, right? So if I do something like this, like that, that'll be how I set up our rotary kerns here. So we're gonna need cereal seed for this, and I'm gonna do it, let's see, I'm gonna have it set up to go down here, I think. Down here's probably fine. Yeah, let's do over here. So we'll set that up there. Let's grab a bot. I'm gonna encase this in a little bit too, I think, but for now this is fine. So you are gonna be crude flour. And your whole purpose to life is to do this until your hands are full. Did I not? Cereal seed. Cereal seed. Did I not? I didn't grab a cereal seed. That was weird. I must have put it back in. Oh, I stowed it. Duh. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. And then I want you to go over here. And then I want you to do this. I want you to do this until your hands are empty. All the way. And I want you to do this until that is full. Skip it, and then go forever. So I want you to start that for me. And then I am going to grab this boy. You're going to be crude flour storage. So you are going to find crude flour in this area here in case we make a mess, as usual. And I want you to do this until your hands are full. And then I'll even add the stow retrieve, okay? Just in case there's a bunch for whatever reason. And then come over here, add to it. Do this until your hands are empty. Actually, yeah, I am going to do that, but I need to make sure that I have a retrieve here as well, just in case. Do that until your hands are empty. Go forever. Didn't hit the forever part. Go forever. Thank you. So that's good. So now I'm going to take this bot. I'm going to copy his code up, and then I'm going to grab one more bot, and you're going to be crude flour. And we are going to load in that, but we're only going to copy it. I don't want it to be the same because I want to rotate him to kern 1 or 3, I guess, over here. And then he's going to do that forever. Have fun. All right, so here's our crude flour team now. So we'll put these in our cook's assistance team. Bam. All right, so now we're making crude flour, and we're going to do that until that's full. We've got spiced berries on the move. It looks like we're finally maxed out over here. And now, why don't we work on crude dough? Because I'm assuming we just sell crude dough. Nope, crude bread. We're going to have to bake it, but we'll get 500 shekels out of that bad boy. So let's go and grab another bot. And we're just going to have him be delivering crude flour. So we are going to go crude dough flour. All right, record. I want you to come up here. Oops. I want you to take from here until your hands are full. Skip out if you need to. And then I want you, excuse me, to come here. Whoop. Do this until your hands are empty. Come over here and do that until your hands are empty. And then I want you to just do this forever. Okay. So, cook's assistant complete. This is a big culinary extravaganza here, as well as getting some palisades made and some other basic structures. Okay. How are the logs? So we are just plowing through logs, just like literally, because each of these costs 4 a piece. So it's very expensive. The gates are 8. So when you figure we're moving 4 bots at a time, it's just a lot. And honestly, you don't need to have a production to keep up with this much output. This is a lot, and it's something you're not going to do often. So like, we are fine. Honestly, everything is fine. Guys, if you're loving Autonauts, you know what to do. Make sure you are hitting that like button down below and subscribing as well if you're not already, so you do get back here for that sweet Shabby content. Okay, so I want to wrap up here. Let's see. Do I have what I need to cook this? Oh, and you know what we needed to do? I need to fix our bots here. We need to update this watery porridge system. So the water is fine. I need little Timmy here. Okay, I'm gonna stop you. I'm just gonna have you drop everything you have if you have anything. So he has a big convoluted thing here, and I'm just gonna simplify it. So he's got clay pots, and then he's stowing them. And you know what? I'm gonna change this to do until his hands are full. And then he's gonna move, he's not gonna move to cereal storage anymore. And then he's just gonna do this until his hands are empty. Then he's gonna do this until, oops. And he's gonna do this until his hands are empty. And then he's literally gonna do that subsection until his hands are truly empty. So he's just gonna move back and forth and try and add pots. And then gonna get rid of that. And he's gonna do this, so I've got little Timmy set up to make sure he's doing this until the watery porridge is full. So you may continue on, sir. Now I need to set up a bot to do cereal. So let's go watery porridge. Cereal. And you, sir, are gonna come over here. You are gonna take from here. Oopsies. Not that. Until your hands are full. You may skip out, and then you are gonna come over here. And you are gonna do this until your hands are empty. Hands are empty. Copy, pasta, then you're gonna go to this one and do the same. Do this, and then do this until your hands are truly empty, and then do it forever. Go ahead. Have fun, sir. Alright, that'll speed up our production here. Oh, now we need to get someone to pick up our dough. Duh. So now let's go crude dough storage. Crude dough storage. Record. I'm not even going to bother having him stow because it's so close. So you're just going to do this until your hands are full. And then you're just going to move over here and do this until your hands are empty. And then you're just going to go forever. And I said that you're just going to go forever. Okay. Let's grab our new bots here. So we've got crude dough storage and the watery porridge cereal. Throw them into our cook's assistant here. So now these are going to be moving smoothly. So we are gonna run ourselves quite dry of cereal here for a while, I'm sure, while we gather up a bunch of crude flour and a bunch of crude dough. So these are always the kind of things to expect when you start a new production line for a new product or a new produce, right? So this is the same for vanilla. When you get a new item, you are gonna deplete yourself. Don't even worry about trying to keep up with production. What you need to worry about is keeping up with production once those items are used, not when those items are being first created. So creating a production system that can keep up with fully creating 100 doughs at once is silly, right? What I needed to do is keep up with whatever pace that I use these doughs at once it is full. I also need to fix this because I forgot to change this. There we go. Go ahead. And it's going to pick up the other batch here too. So you don't want to worry about stuff like that, like how I'm getting how I'm just completely out of logs pretty much, right? Because I've got so many blueprints going on that require just a ton of logs. Like I've almost made 100 palisades now, right? That's 400 logs plus another 40 logs for gates. So again, you don't need to be worrying about when you're doing extra creation. What you need to be keeping up and keeping pace for is when you are creating a production line. So whatever your usage is, that's what you have to be able to match your production with. And I like to keep my production slightly higher, just so when I do create new items, I can still keep up pace with old production and keep consumption high while my storage is deplete because I'm creating a new product line. So just as an example, we're obviously going to be cooking this crude dough soon. When we make good dough, it usually requires the next piece down, or when we make the next stewed berries, it's going to require spiced berries. So not only do I need to have the production up to be producing spiced berries, I'm then going to be using those spiced berries to create something else, which is then going to be the new consumption. So it's a little back and forth. It takes some balancing, but everything's fine, honestly. And you can see here, I'm barely utilizing 25% of my field. So what I could do to increase my yields, which I might, is just throw another couple bots in here. I can throw one more of the entire team in, and we'll start producing even more cereal. So again, it's not a big problem, but it's just something I can look at. And it's the same with watery porridge. You're always going to be using a ton of watery porridge in this game. So especially in vanilla. So it's not a bad one to have an extra production line on. So I've got cereal seed moving pretty fast, but what I might change is add another line of cereal seed and another line of clay pots. And then from there, I can increase production further between those two. So it's all just kind of how much I need, because we're just using a lot. I'm using berries and weeds for this. I'm using watery porridge now, 2 at a time for each crude dough. So I'm going to go through 200 watery porridges. You can see my weeds are still stacked up, so we have no problem with our weed production. And actually, you can see we have 0 berries. So our berry production is kind of bland. But again, we're trying to fill up this, which is using 4 at a time. So I need 400 berries, which is 4 complete storages full. So again, not a big deal, but we need to just get that production in line so we can keep up going forward. But all right, brothers and sisters, I'm going to wrap this culinary extravaganza up here. I'm going to, we're going to need to move these guys a little bit out of the way, I'm thinking here. Actually, no, they're probably actually fine. What we can do is just throw down some more road here. I can grab some walls because we can just kind of start making things a little bit more appealing now, right? I can't completely close that corner off there. But what I can do is throw a double wide door here. I can just put a quick thingy there, do something like this, and do that. And then I'm going to have to get rid of that stick. It's the one thing. It's like, I gotta get these sticks out of the way. Little bits of debris just kind of slow us down, and then I can just come back and throw in my floors here. Bam. So that way it's looking good. My issue here is that I might take this whole thing if I get a chance to move it. It's a little harder to move a big structure like this when I've got 2 bots working at the same time, because I got to catch them both off cycle. And when they're a little off canter, it doesn't really work so well. But all I need to do is move it over 1 tile. But that's going to wrap it up here, brothers and sisters. As usual, this has been ShabbyDoo, and hope the rest of your day is not too shabby.